Hello everyone, I'm Yagi Sen and I'll be talking about three topics: antidepressant, anti-anxiety drugs, drugs used in bipolar disorder. So without any delay, let's begin with our first topic of the day: antidepressant, drugs used in management of depression. Depression is a clinical condition with feeling of sadness, loss of interest, self-neglect, anorexia, sleep disturbances, and suicidal feelings in severe cases. Various proposed pathogenesis of depression includes decreased in levels and functions of monoamines, decreased in brain-derived neurotrophic factor or BDNF, abnormalities in HPA axis, thyroid function, and sex steroid levels. Antidepressants are classified into five major groups: tricyclic antidepressant, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, serotonin and non-adrenaline reuptake inhibitors, MAO inhibitors, and atypical antidepressant. Let's begin with first class of antidepressant, tricyclic antidepressant or TCAs. Tricyclic antidepressant or TCAs are absorbed via GI tract, metabolized in liver, and excreted mainly in urine. They act via two major mechanisms: by inhibition of norepinephrine transporter or NETs, inhibition of serotonin transporter or SERTs. Tricyclic antidepressants are used in severe depression, acute panic attacks, anxiety disorder or social phobias, obsessive compulsive neurosis, nocturnal aneurosis, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, chronic fatigue syndrome, erectile dysfunction, insomnia. Tricyclic antidepressant or TCS have anticholinergic, antihistaminic, alpha blocking effects which may cause symptoms like dryness of mouth, difficulty in accommodation, tachycardia, constipation, difficulty in micturition. It may also cause the feeling of tiredness, lethargy, headache, weight gain. It may cause postural hypertension, cardiomyopathy. It may precipitate cardiac arrhythmias. It may cause sedation and confusion, and also may precipitate convulsions in people with epilepsy. TCAs are contraindicated with patients with glaucoma, epilepsy, ischemic heart disease, and enlarged prostate. Coming to the second group of drugs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors or SSRIs. They act via inhibiting the reuptake of serotonin by tryptaminergic neurons. They bind to the serotonin transporter or SERT at the site other than the binding site of serotonin and inhibit the transporter. They act as effective as TCA in moderate depression but may be less effective in severely depressed patients. Because their selective receptor action, they cause less antimuscarinic effects, less antihistaminic effects, and the cardiovascular effects are less as compared to TCS, and hence SSRIs are generally safer than TCA in the elderly. SSRIs are used in patients who cannot tolerate tricyclic antidepressant, have higher risk of suicide, are accident prone, and have obsessive compulsive disorder. SSRIs are also drugs with adverse reactions such as anorexia, nausea, abdominal pain, diarrhea. It may also cause anxiety, agitation, headache, and transient insomnia. Coming to the fourth class of drugs, serotonin and non-adrenaline reuptake inhibitors or SNRIs. They inhibit reuptake of serotonin and non-adrenaline into the neuron and hence increasing their availability. SNRIs are orally active. They do not precipitate convulsions. There is no weight gain, no sedation, and no anticholinergic effect. but the adverse effects of SNRIs include nausea, sweating, sexual dysfunction, anxiety, and hypertension. Coming to the third class of drugs, monoamine oxidase inhibitors or MAO inhibitors. MAO is a mitochondrial enzyme involved in metabolism of biogenic amines. It has two isoforms, MAO A, which is responsible mainly for the metabolism of noradrenaline and serotonin, and MAO B, which is more selective for dopamine metabolism. MAO inhibitors elevate the mood of depressed individual. The subject feels more energetic, less sleepy, and more fresh. Adverse effects of MAO inhibitors include headache, excitement, agitation, hallucination, and disturbed sleep. The drugs may also activate latent psychosis, and their use alone in case of schizophrenia is contraindicated. It may cause insomnia and CNS stimulation. It may also cause dryness of mouth, blurring of vision, impotency, difficulty in micturition, and orthostatic hypotension. It also induces weight gain. Let's discuss the second topic for the day, anti-anxiety drugs. That are the drugs which are used in anxiety disorders. Anxiety is an emotional state, unpleasant in nature, associated with uneasiness, discomfort, and concern or fear about some defined or undefined future threat. Anti-anxiety drugs are classified into four major groups: benzodiazepine, azaprions, sedative antihistaminics, and beta blockers. Benzodiazepines are preferred anxiolytic drugs. They act on limbic system and facilitate inhibitory effect of GABA. Benzodiazepines are mainly useful in short-term treatment of anxiety. They act rapidly and are most commonly used for acute anxiety. Adverse effect of benzodiazepines include sedation, impairment of memory, confusion, and dependence. Azaprions differ from benzodiazepine as it does not produce significant sedation or functional impairment. It does not interact with benzodiazepine receptors. It does not produce tolerance or physical dependence. It does not suppress benzodiazepine or barbiturate with withdrawal symptoms and has no muscle relaxant or anticonvulsant activity. Azaprion relieves mild to moderate generalized anxiety but is ineffective in severe cases, in those showing panic reaction, and in OCD. The mechanism of action is not clearly known but may be dependent on its selective partial agonistic action on serotonin receptors. The side effects of azaprions are minor, such as dizziness, nausea, headache, lightheadedness, rarely excitement. It may cause rise in BP with patients on MAO inhibitors but does not potentiate CNS depressant. Beta blockers are used in relief of anxiety symptoms such as palpitation, rise in BP, shaking, tremor, gastrointestinal hurrying, etc. Let's discuss about the third topic of the day, drugs used in bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is a psychiatric disorder in which depression alternates with mania. Mania is an affective disorder that manifests as elation, agitation, hyperactivity, and uncontrolled thought and speech. Drugs used in bipolar disorders are lithium, carbamazepine, sodium valproate, and benzodiazepines. Lithium was the first drug used for treatment of bipolar disorder. The mechanism of action of lithium, as it reduces motor activity, decreases euphoria, relieves insomnia, and stabilizes the mood in patients with bipolar disorder. It is used as a prophylactic agent for bipolar disorder. It decreases the frequency and severity of both manic and depressive attacks Hence, it is called as a mood stabilizer. Lithium has slow onset of action and hence not useful for acute mania. Is also used in unipolar depression. Adverse effect of lithium includes nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, tremors, ataxia, drowsiness, headache, muscular weakness, and slurred speech. It may also cause polyuria, polydipsia, and it may also cause goiter with hypothyroidism, and has it may manifest confusion, convulsion, cardiac arrhythmias, coma, and death. Sodium valproate is preferred drug in the treatment of acute mania because of its rapid action, wider therapeutic index, and better tolerability than lithium. It is also used in prophylactically for bipolar disorder. It is used in combination with lithium or an antipsychotic. Carbamazepine is an anti-epileptic drug, has mood stabilizing effect, and is used in treatment of bipolar disorder. It may be used alone or in combination with lithium or valproate. It is less effective than valproate or lithium. It is used prophylactically in bipolar disorder as adjacent to lithium. Antipsychotics are used alone or combined with benzodiazepine, sodium valproate, or lithium in acute mania. Conventional antipsychotics like haloperidol are also useful. Benzodiazepines such as lorazepam, clonazepam are also used as adjacents if the patient is agitated.